We are going to WordCamp Miami!
Bang, bang, let's go!
Welcome to WordCamp 2018. Give yourself a round of applause for making it here.
All right, what's up, guys? We're here on the campus of FIU, Florida International University in Miami, Florida. We're at the 10th annual WordCamp. If you're not familiar with what a WordCamp is, they are self-organized conferences just like this, focused on WordPress. And so WordPress is the largest open source content management system on the internet. It powers about 30% of the web, almost 30% of the web. I think it's like 27% right now. And these are self-organized events. People just come, get together, talk about development, design, the community itself, and we just wanted to bring you some perspectives, some insights behind the scenes. We're going to see if we can grab a couple people to talk with and show you a little bit about what's going on here at WordCamp Miami 2018. Come on, let's check it out.
You're really talking about a refactoring of WordPress as a code base. They may start in the place of the editor, but in reality you're talking about changing the undergirding of this thing so that it can be more flexible to do more things. One of the easiest things to make it stand out from everything else is that it is an ever-evolving platform to do things on the web. So we need to keep pushing back from just going, oh, I'm going to build a website, or I'm going to build a, I'm going to build an e-commerce store, to what are all the things we can do. And that's why the REST API becomes so powerful in thinking about how do we keep looking at other markets, other constituents, and how we can help them do what they want to do with WordPress.
I make a prediction that WooCommerce will be more popular than WordPress in the next 5 years. I see WooCommerce as not necessarily a plugin, but really a platform and solution, and it just happens to run on WordPress. And I think that's the end. That was the end goal for WordPress, right? To be the operating system for the web. 7, 8 years ago, we started seeing managed WordPress hosting, right? Pagely, WP Engine started a trend when you were setting up a hosting account, you were getting WordPress pre-installed. What you're starting to see now is the next iteration of that, where companies like Liquid Web, Bluehost, and SiteGround are offering managed WooCommerce hosting. So when you go there, WooCommerce comes pre-installed. I think, in the grander scheme of things, WordPress will be the afterthought, and it will be WooCommerce. I think the way to think about it is that we're using WordPress, right? But are we using PHP and MySQL? We are, right? But we don't talk about that. What do we talk about? We're using WordPress. And I think WordPress will follow the same direction, that it is the underlying technology that powers WooCommerce, of course. But does the end user need to know that? Is that important? I think that what's the most important part is for the end user to have the solution. And it's a very bold prediction. Most people would say you're crazy. But I've been pretty good about following the trend and seeing the things a little bit early. So I think this is the way. And I'm sure Automatic saw that too, and that's why they went and acquired it. So it's a kudos to Matt.
If there's anything that I would hope to be the legacy of Automatic, it's setting an example for how to build a business that can both do well as a business, but also create something far, far larger as a movement and contribute to something bigger than itself, bigger than any of the paychecks that any of the folks who work for Automatic get. That is this thing that hopefully puts a dent in the universe a little bit. You know, sometimes people ask me, like, well, aren't you tired of WordPress? But I come to some place like this, and I see this sea of beautiful, intelligent, like, excited faces. And I walk through the sponsor area, and you see all the different companies, and I go to the talks and hear how people are talking about things and learning, and you see people trying stuff I never would have imagined. And honestly, you can't go to a WordCamp and come out uninspired. You know? So the germ of something that you are going to hear this weekend could be the thing that becomes your life's work, that you're working on in 15 years. Like, I'm working on something 15 years from 2003. So keep that in mind as you go through it, and keep coming to WordCamps.